going on, everybody? Brendan here, Dad Planet, and Toy Thursday is back. I know I haven't done one in a while, but I was needing some extra motivation today because I've been kind of slow. I haven't really been motivated, and I'm going to use this time to focus, get my butt in gear, take a look at some of these toys that have sold recently in the eBay catalog for huge dollar amounts, and then I'm going to take my rear end into the stores and I'm going to go try to source them myself because, boy, I'll tell you what, when you think there's no money left in the world, you see a sale or sales like these and you go, what am I doing wrong? Anyway, for those of you that are new, Brendan here, Dad Planet, full-time reseller, going into the eBay catalog. These are all, again, toys that have sold very recently for high dollar amounts. I think I have more than 10. I usually only do 10, but we're upping it because a lot of really interesting things to see in this one. So yeah, stick around like that. And if you want to see more videos where I just focus on toys and items that have actually sold for huge dollar amounts, make sure you are subscribed to this channel. But without further ado, let's check out what we found this week. Yeah, what a collection this is. Okay, first one, Toy Story Collection Rex. Anytime you see Toy Story Collection material, pick it up. That's a BOLO. Like the signature collection in and of itself commands a super high price for Toy Story toys. Toy Story is always going to do well. It's a massive franchise. Pixar like really nailed it with that line of movies, but this one in particular is a BOLO Rex. I'm going to show you some of the pictures of it. Even has a little bit of damage on the box, so you can see right here it's peeling away the cardboard a little bit. This guy is a BOLO, and with the box, it sold for $800. Take a look here. I was best offer. Let's call it $700 to $800 because that's probably an accurate price for this one with the box. You can see here, $800. This one, $530 with $70 shipping from Australia. Here's another Toy Story Think signature collection. This is Jessie. She got $950. So keep your eye out for the Toy Story signature collection items for sure. We'll move on to the next one. I absolutely love this sale. So this is like a Roscoe Plastics toy from the 50s, little witch on her bike carrying her little basket, 17 bids, $617. We're going to take a look at some of the other like Roscoe plastic items here because the witch will turn up again just, you know, based on some different keywords that are being used in some of the other listings. So here she is with the crescent moon. Here again with the little Halloween toy, 400 here, 331 here. Here she is again, 325. So this might be the top of the market, $617, but we're like far from Halloween, but it's a year-round niche. It's evergreen as far as I'm concerned. And so always actively sourced it out. Here she is again, 362, 465, Roscoe Plastics, 50s, 60s. You can't beat that. We'll move on to the next one. Now, you have to be careful with these Frisbees because they have been reproduced. So this is Pluto Platter in the green. It almost looks like jadeite green, and it got 27 bids for $305. So it's likely the legitimate original. You can see the planets around the side. Here it says Whammo, and then on the back, I want you to see this. It says Play Catch, and then Invent Games here. So this is an original Frisbee. You can see here, I think this might be a reprint. So that one sold for $50, but here again, here's from the 50s. In its original package. I will maximize this just so we can take a look at it because these are things that will turn up in stores that they're never going to catch, okay? So you want to kind of train your eye, and not necessarily on the package, because if a store sees an older package, they might be inclined to look it up, but you'll find this at garage sales and estate sales too. So that's what the package looks like on the interior and exterior. It's kind of peeling away on the outside there, but if we go back, I will scroll down a little bit. You can kind of see here some vintage ones sell for a lot less, but new in the package, there you go, $600. And then here, this one here, okay, so this one says reissue. There you go, reissue in mint condition, same color, only $20. So if you get the real deal original, you are going to cash in. Here's another one. They're saying pre-owned, even though it's in the package for $350. That seems like the going rate for them, so keep your eye out for those. And we will move on to the next one. Do not sleep on starting lineup figures. There are about 50 that have sold recently for over $100, regardless of whether they are in their package or not. This is Chicago Bulls Michael Jordan over Isaiah Thomas from the Detroit Pistons. And if we take a look here, here is a starting lineup kit of some sort that sold for $125. Here's the Jordan figure again from Kenner, 1990, 39 bids, $120. Joe Morris for 168. This is Ken Davis. So that got a bid for 205. Here's the original Olympic team from 1992. With I think 1992 was the first time they used professional NBA players, if I'm not mistaken, in the Olympics. So that one sold brand new for $100. Jordan again in package, 370. Another one from Michael Jordan, $100. And then some crazy figures for some of the wrestlers. So starting lineup again, they have come back price-wise along with a lot of the trading card market. So these turn up in stores, and you would be surprised on who is valuable and who is not. So even if it's like a scrub, you really have to look it up because the market is like fever pitch price-wise. So keep your eye out for starting lineups. You'll have a lot of people at garage sales that were collecting these for years and let them just kind of sit and collect dust and really feel like they're worthless. So seek them out when you're out at garage sales as well. We'll move on to the next one now. This is an interesting piece. Now, if you notice something here, it's a cast iron bank. It works really well. When you stick the quarter in, it's like she's like feeding the baby medicine, like maybe the child is sick. What they didn't do is use black Americana. And I think there's like historical significance to this piece that's coveted by a lot of people, a lot of collectors. This got almost $3,700. Now, they did use the term, and I read the description, they have the term mammy and child in here, which might trigger a flag that could potentially be offensive. Like, you got to really kind of be careful. I don't think they needed to use that in their description. And when I say that, I don't mean remove it just so you can make a sale. I remove it because I don't think that this is an offensive piece. If it is, or you suspect you're selling something offensive or that's something that might get triggered in eBay's algorithm, just avoid it. There's no need to sell it. But I don't think this one hits trigger points, and I could be wrong, so please correct me if I'm wrong. Let me know in the comments. But there was a lot of interest in this machine, in this mechanical coin bank. So sold for $3,700. And in pretty decent condition, and it says works and functions properly. So an interesting sale nonetheless. We will move on to the next one. I want you to try to say this fast. Mattel talking C6C Serpent. C6C Serpent. Sold for $225. I'll maximize the pictures for you, and it is a BOLO. Let's see if we can get a picture of the tag. There you go. Quality Originals by Mattel. You can see that is from 1950. And big time BOLO, $225. This looks like a relist. Scroll down here. It got $120. $85 here. $350 here, and really vibrant colors. It looks like it's in excellent condition, so it probably is sitting at the top of the market, $350 because of its excellent condition, and a couple of the other dolls as well. But Cecil, the C6 Serpent, am I saying it right? Cecil C6C Serpent. Anyway, look forward. It's a BOLO. We'll move on to the next one. Lisa Frank, her stuff is obviously something you want to look for in stores and whatnot, but the plush animals doing very well as well. This is Miss Veronica, sold for $250, and Lisa Frank plush BOLO. Again, here's a Hollywood Bear, sold the best offer. Let's call it 160. Hunter the leopard, this is 24 inches, got a best offer. Same here again, $100 for Camus, $60 for the bunny, and so on and so forth. Here's one Dottie Paws, like little white spotted dog, got sold for $225. Don't sleep on the Lisa Frank plush, big time money there. We'll move on to the next one. This is the first time that I've ever laid eyes on this, and I think it's the highest it has ever sold for. Karate Kid Attack Alley and Training Center. I think they just re-upped on the third installment of Cobra Kai on I forget where it streams. Is it Netflix? I don't remember, but hugely popular all over again. Rest in peace, Mr. Miyagi. $860 this one got, and again, highest I've seen it sell for. Here's one pre-owned, 2 bids, $100, $300 out of the box, $225 here. But for that to jump all the way up to $860 is just phenomenal, unbelievable sale. We'll move on to the next one. All right, so step 2, Playful, Storybook, Cottage. I have to believe that if this wasn't broken down, because I know what everyone's going to ask, like how on earth was this shipped? Like, so in my brain, if they didn't break it down, they used a Gaylord, like, you know, where those big boxes where they shove all the books in or whatever. When you're buying pallets from, you know, wherever it is you get pallets from, they come in big Gaylord, cardboard Gaylord boxes. So that's probably how it was shipped, although I don't know how they did it for $100. I don't know if they were using a service like UShip, where you get a bunch of people quoting prices to get this item shipped to its destination, but I assume that maybe it could have been broken down a little bit easier to have it fit better in a different size box. I don't really know. There's no comps on this, but it just goes to show you, like, don't be afraid to, and these turn up on Facebook Marketplace all day long for $25, $30, $40. Well, this one in decent condition with no accessories, just the structure, nothing on the insides. It sold for $340. And if they got it shipped for 100, kudos to them, because I don't really know how exactly they did it. But I put that on there because that's crazy, and it's just one more thing that you can probably sell, is there's always a buyer for every item, even when the shipping cost might seem outrageous. And again, the nice thing about this is it's just big, but if you use UShip, you don't have to touch it. Like, just let them handle it, let them take care of it. You get charged, and that's it. So interesting sale for sure. Move on to the next one. 1986 Tuck Play School Jammy Pies little bunny rabbit in teal. Really cute. And I wonder if any of you had anyone have this when they were young. I've never seen it. It's certainly cute. It's not the first like vintage Play School that's been featured on this like segment. So there's, you know, something else to keep your eye out for, but this one sold for $250, although Slab Watch was acting funny, so I don't know if it's settled into $250. It may be closer to $200, but brand new, it sold here still in the plastic bag for $275. And this one almost looks like the same listing. So keep your eye out for that one for sure. Here's one that sold, got 4 bids for $217. Another Jammy Pies. This is Lullaby. $47 here, $170 here. This is what the box looks like. I'll maximize that to bring it up so that people that have never seen it before can get a better view of what they look like. Okay, that is definitely not what I just clicked on, but you get the idea there. Jammy Pies, Baby's First Friend, Winkum and his dog Nod. Very cute. That's a BOLO brand. We will move on to the next one. I'm not going to do comps on wrestling figures, but the LJN wrestling figures right now, huge money. And yeah, this one sold. You know, he's got the accessory with him, and it sold for $650. I think that is a legitimate sale. And Big Boss Man is the name, if I didn't already say that. And 100% original with no touch-ups, $650. And that's really not the most expensive LJN figure that has sold in the last 72 hours. I think there was one for $900, although I don't remember who it was. It could have been Ultimate Warrior, Bret Hart. It was one of them, but just no ceiling in sight for these prices. So keep your eye out for those figures. We will move on to the next one. A lot of you probably recognize this from Toy Story. This is Buttercup, and it is from Thinkway Toys. There you are. There it is in the bag. There's the certificate of authenticity, and sold for, let's see, it sold for $190, but that's low because they are selling for a higher dollar amount than that. Here's one that sold for $330, Buttercup. I think this is the same one that may have been relisted. Both of them together with Mr. Prickle Pants selling for $160. I think they should have parted them out and sold them separately. Here's one that sold for $200. I think you can get $250 for this if you wait long enough. Toy Story collection. Remember the theme I was talking about earlier? There's Dolly and Buttercup both in the box. 15 bids, $830. Just crazy. And the last one, you guys have heard me speak about Hot Wheels before. If you don't know anything else about Hot Wheels, look for the red line. Here is a classic example of a red line car. The spoiler in the package, the little dot not stamped out. And this got 33 bids, and it sold for $1,250. Ladies and gentlemen, don't let anybody tell you that we are in a recession when it comes to toys, because the money is flowing, and there are millions more where this came from. That's it. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Can you believe some of those sales? Unbelievable. And man, I'll tell you what, I promise you, I have my sights set on finding at least one of those. I know one of those plush is going to turn up in a store, or garage sale season starts to explode here in Middle America, Ohio. I'll find one. I'm telling you, it's just a matter of time, and I hope you guys find the same. So that's all I have for you. Again, make sure you're subscribed if you want to see more toy BOLO videos. And that's all I have for you. Brendan here, Dad Planet. I appreciate you. I'm signing off. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video.